Hey, it is Mr. Gasco. During spring break, I've come in to check on the watermelons in the greenhouse, and I'm so excited. You're going to find out why. It is cold and wet out here. We got a little bit of rain coming down, but it is warm and dry in the greenhouse, and there's some really cool things going on with the watermelons. So let's go inside. All right, so the watermelons have grown considerably since we last checked in on them. They're really loving the heat inside of the greenhouse here. And as you can see, they are trellising up. They are spreading out everywhere they can find some space. And you can see that they are latching on to the frames of the shelving here. But what's really exciting are the flowers. See those little yellow flowers? We're going to talk about what's going on with those flowers and why watermelons are so super cool when it comes to their reproductive strategy. All right, if you look closely at these flowers, you'll see that they're not exactly the same. If we look at this flower, it's yellow, sure, and it's got some dark yellow parts in the middle. We'll talk about what those are. But then we can see that it just kind of tapers off at the bottom. Okay. However, if you compare it to this flower, you can see looks yellow, sure. Got a dark yellow part inside, sure. But notice, this flower has a rounded part at the bottom. This is a female flower. These are where the ovaries are. Yes, indeed, flowers can be female in this case and male in this case. So we've got two different flowers, different shapes, growing on the same plant. And if we look over here, we can see we've got a flower on this watermelon, male, okay? But if we go over here to our sugar baby, we can see, yeah, that's a male flower right there. But over here, oh yeah, that's a male too. So we've got a bunch of males and just one female, but we can see there are some more flowers that are getting ready to open up. So the big question is, if we've got male and female flowers, well, what are we going to do about reproduction? All right, so one of the reasons why we're growing watermelons is to understand genetics and figure out how it is that some watermelons make melons with a dark solid rind and some make watermelons with a striped rind, why some are round, why some are elongated, oval, and why some have yellow flesh and some have red. So to do that, we are going to take a look at different watermelons. We've got these two on the left. They're Desert King. They have a gray rind that's oval. And the fruit on the inside is yellow. The flesh is yellow. On the other hand, here we have a sugar baby. It's a dark, almost black, round skin, and the flesh inside is red. And finally, in the back here, we've got Dixie Lee. They are oval, they're elongated, with striped rinds, and their flesh is red as well. So what would happen if we took this red fleshed sugar baby and we took a male flower, just pop it off there, and we took its pollen, and you can see that it's kind of powdery on the edges. What would happen if we took its pollen and used it to fertilize the Desert King female flower. So we're just gonna go ahead and apply the pollen from the male to the female flower. These are flowers, guys. Okay. We'll get some nice pollen on the female flower. Okay. What's going to happen if that pollen from the red-fleshed watermelon fertilizes the eggs from the yellow-fleshed watermelon? Okay. What kind of flesh will the offspring produce? Now, one thing to keep in mind is the female flower here is gonna make yellow fleshed fruit. That's her trait. The question is, what's gonna happen when we take her seeds and grow new plants next year? What kind of flesh will they have? That's the real question. So, yellow flesh, Desert King, fertilized with a flower from red fleshed Sugar Baby. Also, Sugar Baby is dark and round, almost black solid, while the Desert King is gray and oval. So, big question here. What's going to happen? Are they going to mix? Are they going to blend? Are they going to have red? Are they going to have yellow? I guess we'll find out. Now, so far, we've only got one female flower growing. That's that Desert King. But there's more flowers on these vines. They're going to flower and flower and flower. So we've got more opportunities to grow watermelons in every watermelon vine. And we're gonna be able to cross-pollinate the Dixie Lee and the Sugar Baby and the Sugar Baby and the Desert King and the Desert King, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna take a while for the fruit to grow. It's gonna be at least another month and a half before the fruit's ready. But we'll keep track of it and I'll keep you posted. So exciting!